This is an All Sports Station production.
Hey everybody, it's the coach. This is Madden Football on EA Sports. We are just moments away from kickoff, and we've got a good one on tap between the Cincinnati Bengals and the Washington Redskins. With that, let's get on up to FedEx Field near Washington. Standing by for the call of this one, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Well, this building holds just north of 80,000, and they have come out in very good numbers today at FedEx Field in Landover, Maryland. A few minutes ago, it sounded like the 4th of July on the National Mall as the hometown Redskins were introduced to this sold-out crowd. They are set to go as their guys will match up with the Cincinnati Bengals. From up top next to Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Godden. And, folks, we were already excited for this game. And then before the contest, you and I are down on the field outside the white lines.
Yes, we were following the rules.
We were following the rules. And a ball comes over our direction, but we can't see it. Somebody yells heads up, and instinctively you turn around and you snare it one-handed with your off left hand. So now we're really ready for football.
No gloves either.
No gloves.
No gloves. Not like what the guys are wearing playing the game now. But wasn't that a whole lot better than that time we were down there? And I got the coffee spilled on me when I got nailed by the punt returner.
That happened to the Vikings, right?
Yes, a much better job of being heads up this time. Thank you for the notice.
Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. So out comes the Redskins offense now onto the field. They are led out by the 15th overall selection in 2019, former Ohio State Buckeye Dwayne Haskins.
Set, ready. Hey, Lobo, I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you.
On play action, Haskins. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. A bad start there. A big loss on their first play from scrimmage. It's second down.
Okay, partner, a couple points of interest right here, all right? Offensively, we see that they came out throwing the football, but maybe more importantly, the blitz that came defensively, they got right after them.
And you were telling me pregame before we came on air, you think this is something we could see a lot.
Yeah, there's no doubt about it because this is a unit that wants to play the game on their terms.
Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15. On second down, here's Haskins. That'll be caught. It's Steven Sims. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to third down.
What I love about watching the passing game nowadays is that the one-dimensional receiver is really starting to leave the game. You've got to be able to do it all. Of course, you got to run fast. Of course, you got to catch the ball. But route running savvy and toughness, there's a premium for all of that now.
Now Haskins to throw it. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Give the Redskins 13 there on a first down.
I like the screen being called here early in the game, especially on the opening drive because, Brandon, when guys come out of the locker room, especially those pass rushers, they are so amped up to get to the quarterback that you can use that against them, and a screen pass is a great way of doing it. A lot of teams against good pass rushing teams, they want to run the screen 10 to 12 times in a game.
Throwing now, Haskins on first down. That's complete. Terry McLaurin with it. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards. Pretty solid start for the rookie here on this first drive, Charles.
Able to have some confidence, stepping back into the pocket, move around a little bit, find open receivers, and deliver. That just means his confidence is going to continue to grow because he's getting more and more comfortable with each completed pass.
So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 36. A first carry now for Adrian Peterson. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. And a quick look at Washington's offense.
And the play of this offensive line is going to be so important in this game because we saw the sack a minute or so ago. They've got to be able to give their guy time to throw. That means communication and being physical is vital. Otherwise, this could be a long game.
Here we go. 6 yards. Let's go.
On second down, Peterson. It's a 4-yard pickup there, and it leaves him with 3rd and 5. And the big meat on the D-line, we'll see how they do today.
And I'd hate to be an offensive lineman having to deal with these guys. They come in hungry, mean, and confident. They think that no one can block them.
A nickel look now for the Bengals as they try to stop him here on 3rd down. From the gun, Haskins on 3rd down. And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line. Charles, a little bit of feast or famine on this drive. They moved the ball okay, but they've been sacked twice now.
And they've got to figure out how to plug that leak a little bit, right? Keep them away from the quarterback because when he's not being hit, as you mentioned, they're moving the ball well.
So now they're going to send out the field goal unit to, as they say, fire away from long distance. They'll spot it at the 47, so call it a 57-yard attempt. And this is good from 57 yards out. That was bombs away right there. They were probably hoping to get him a little bit closer for a shorter field goal, but he was able to get it done from deep.
Nice little tester for him to begin things, huh? I think he was open for a little bit more of a chip shot. Instead, they made him stretch it out a little bit, but he's got to feel great now that he put it through the pipes.
Following the made field goal for 3, Hopkins now to kick it off. This is taken at the 3. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. Here come the Bengals now to take over. And here's a look at their leader, standing 6'4".
And this could be a whole lot of fun because if his game plan goes into effect early, we're going to see some shots downfield, aren't we? What did he talk to us about? Stretching the field. Wants to open things up for not just his receivers, but for anything underneath.
Well, that was the theme, the front page of the sports section. What did the columnists write? Possible air raid. So we'll see. Yeah,
it's going to be interesting to see how the coaches view that, right? Who gave away the game plan? I think it's pretty obvious, though. That'll help them win.
Here now the offense for the Bengals.
Out of the backfield is Joe Mixon, and he was a valuable commodity coming out of the University of Oklahoma because of his ability to be so versatile. Can run it inside with power, gets to the perimeter and can outrun people, catches the ball not only out of the backfield, but you can split him out just like he would be a receiver. And I think that if he wanted to dedicate himself, he'd be an all-pro kick returner.
2nd and 9 now. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down. And now a look at the Washington defense.
Landon Collins is built like your typical tackle-first safety, but he does have the ability to play the deep part of the field.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. He'll look to throw. And the catch made. It's Tyler Boyd. And he's going to be stopped here a few yards short of the first as the tackle is made at the 33. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th.
There's an example of good situational football being played by a defense. They understood what the 3rd down play was. the down and distance and made sure that they didn't get anywhere near that, bringing up fourth down.
Yeah, they were sniffing out that marker, didn't want to let him get close to there, and now a likely 3-and-out to start.
Yeah, I love the way they rallied to the football and got to him and made sure he didn't give up much run after catch.
So on fourth down, on comes the left-footed punter, Kevin Huber, to punt it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken at about the 18-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt. And it'll be Redskins football now with a 1st and 10. Out comes Washington's offense as they get set to take over here. They've got a 3-0 lead and the football as they start 1st and 10. Haskins and the Redskins come up 1st and 10 at their own 18. Darius Geis, his first carry of the game. And he'll take this up only to about his 18-yard line. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Well, how about the big guy there showing some agility? He just flowed from his D-tackle position in order to make that play.
Ready. 57 to end it. Right there in the middle. 55. Touchdown, defense.
On 2nd and 9, Haskins. And hauled in here by Richard Rodgers. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. 12 yards is the pickup, and it's good for a Washington first down. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. From the pistol, they run with Peterson. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Ready. Check Mike 54. Mike 54. Hey, pick it up, defense.
On 2nd down now, it's Peterson, and he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up 3rd down. And a nickel look here for the Bengals as they try to defend this on 3rd. 3rd down, here's Haskins. And it's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds, so a big call there that brings up 4th.
And it is true. You can draft the fastest. You can draft the most athletic guys. But if they don't know the art of positioning, sometimes it's all for naught. In this case, in the right spot, help force the incompletion.
Yeah, but had his hands on it for a second. Would have been a tough catch, though. Falls incomplete. So on 4th down, the Redskins will call on Tress Way to punt it away. And did they keep it in? They did. They kept it in. It's down close to the goal line at the 1-yard line.
You rarely call your punter a weapon, but he certainly was there. How about that? Pinning him down at the 1-yard line and helping out the defense in a big way. I'm telling you what, if I'm a defensive coordinator, I might be thinking safety right now.
Cincinnati now ready to take the field. You're down on the scoreboard, and this is not what you want to see. 99 yards of field in front of you.
Yeah, and it just shows how important a good punter can be and how that person can really help out a team. Guarantee you his agent going to be taking that video clip in on the next contract negotiation, don't you think?
And he'll get this only up to about the 3-yard line. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Normally when you see a short gain in the middle of a 3-4 defense, go ahead and pat the nose tackle on the back because he's holding things up and taking out extra blockers, which allows one of the inside linebackers to roam free and make the tackle.
The former 2nd-round pick, this is Joe Mixon. So a nice job to break the 1 tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. 4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave him with a 3rd and about 4 more for a 1st.
Set, ready? 10-2 stop. You ain't got nothing. Get.
Looking to throw. And that is incomplete.
Well, the fans should be applauding this defense right now. It's an excellent job. They force a 3 and out, and they should be able to set up their guys with great field position, probably near midfield or better.
Here's Kevin Huber now as he's on to punt for Cincinnati. His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. Fielded at the 43. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And the Redskins will have a short field here as they take over 1st and 10. A look at Washington as they come onto the field. They've got the lead. Last time had to punt it, though. What's the key to this drive?
I think it's leverage. The big guys up front. You know the motivational speech on the sideline is, guys, give us an opportunity. Protect the passer, create space for our runners, and let's go ahead and get these guys. Low man wins. Let's go do it on this drive.
We'll watch that leverage on this drive. Now a play fake here on 1st down. And he gets it complete to Latimer.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. Give the Redskins 13 there on a 1st down. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
He's crashing.
Now Haskins on 1st down. And that's incomplete.
I think they need to make sure they get together on that route because that's a curl, all right? Timing is everything.
That receiver anticipating turning around, having the ball already halfway there, threw it short. Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up 2nd and 10. A first carry for the converted wideout, J.D. McKissick. And he's going to get this one down to the 30. Just a gain of a yard there, and now it'll be 3rd down.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stop that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
To throw on 3rd down, Haskins. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he will not make it to that imaginary yellow line as they get him to the ground at about the 23. So out comes a field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. He hit his first, this one from 40 yards out. And Hopkins' kick is good. And that'll make it 6-0 here in the 1st. So 2 first-quarter field goal attempts for him, and he's converted on both.
I like the positive right there. 2 for 2, got the points on the board. The negative side is they didn't score touchdowns. And, of course, going forward in this game, that's going to be the aim, and hopefully he'll be kicking extra points instead.
Following the made field goal for 3, Hopkins now to kick it off. This fielded at the 2. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. Now the Cincinnati offense ready to see what they can do here. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on third down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a first down and change our momentum?
Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
Come on, set. 10 Lobo. Back the pass. Let's go.
On the delay, it's Mixon. Shrugs him off. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there.
Let's go.
That one, a first down pickup of 8.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive, they went 3 and out.
Set up. 18 Gator. 51. On the ball.
Mixon with a first down carry. And he'll take this one up close to about the 45. A gain of 3, second down. 6-0 our score after 1.
Let's go now. 70, Indy. Ready?
On second down, here's Mixon. It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with third down now looming. The Redskins on third down, putting an extra man here in the secondary. They give to Mixon to try to pick it up. Mixon hit, and the ball is out. And the Redskins scoop it. The 20. And they'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Washington. Even the great ones, some of the best, they're not immune to the fumble, and here it really hurts them.
If the ball gets away from any runner's body, that's when the defense pokes at it, swipes at it, swats at it, and finds a way to create a big play for themselves.
Dustin Hopkins on now to add the extra point. And he's got it to make it now 13-0. So not only the cough up, but then the pickup on the other side, the scoop, and the score the other way. The fumble return for a touchdown. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line. Joe Mixon and the rest of his offense making their way back onto the field. Looking for a bounce back. Had the fumble a moment ago that went for a touchdown the other direction. See if he can get back in rhythm.
And you have to be very careful about having too quick of a hook with really good players. I did a guy's game in high school where he fumbled 3 times in the first quarter, finished with over 300 yards on the night, later ended up in the NFL. If you've got a talented back, give it back to him.
From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10. Second and 10. Staying on his feet. He's going to have the hook up to Ross. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A Bengal first down on the 16-yard pickup there.
Let's go. 50, plant. 51 to mine. Set, go. Now.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Open man is Ross, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 10 yards there and a Bengal first. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. John Ross, the one he was looking for, but it's going to be 2nd down. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Back to throw here. He'll find his running back, Joe Mixon. It'll be a gain of 4, and it'll be 3rd down. And the Bengals on 3rd down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This will be 3rd and 6. They'll look to throw. He gets this one to Boyd. And he's got this down a yard or 2 shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down. Here's Kevin Huber now as he's on to punt for Cincinnati. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And this will be out of bounds. Now it's a question of where they'll mark it. And they'll say it crosses at the 11-yard line. A look at Washington as they come onto the field. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
Haskins now hitting on 80% of his passes in the early going. 8 of 10. It's 1st down. A give to Peterson out of the gun. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done.
Pin the mirrors back and go full strength.
On 2nd down, it's Peterson. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down.
I'll bet there's just a big sigh of relief now, having finally gotten a 1st down running the football. They've struggled all game long. The defense has had their number. This may help their confidence moving forward.
54, right? 54.
1st down, here's a run with Peterson. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Gets this one out in a hurry to Latimer. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 11. The Redskins on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 11. Out of the shotgun, Haskins. And that will be incomplete. Here's Tressway now as he's on to punt for Washington. And a great job on special teams to down it, as this will be marked out inside the 5-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. The Bengals drive about to get going, and they begin this drive in very precarious field position inside their own 5.
And remember, this is a defense that's already scored once in this game, so you've got to really take care and make sure that you're blocking these guys to try and wedge the ball out from the shadow of your own end zone.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
They're not ready for this. They still playing soft.
Now Joe Mixon, and he's going to be taken down shy of the 5-yard line. The 2nd down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there. The Bengals on 3rd down. Not good. 0 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. This is Mixon, and he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down. He's already put it on the ground once in this first half. There, no gain, just struggling to get going.
Yeah, and what he needs right now, a dose of confidence, which means his guys have to chop a hole, a big one for him, give him a chance to run a little bit and gain some of that confidence back. He didn't get it on that carry.
Here's Kevin Huber now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. So a short drop, but he's able to get it out, and this is a good kick.
Oh,
he will not go down.
You have to retape those ankles.
Officially, that'll go as a 52-yard punt. Not too shabby. And out will come the offense as they take over. Out comes Washington's offense as they get set to take over here. They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
They don't want to go out and punt it away again. This team now wants to get a cushion, put people away. They want to run their offense and have it end up in the end zone.
And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on 2nd down. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Now it's Haskins. And his throw here is incomplete. He was trying to get it to Terry McLaurin, and it's 3rd and short. After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2.
Check.
They'll run it. Here's Peterson. The defense stiffens to force 4th down following that first down gain of 8.
I apologize in advance, partner, but the beef eaters on the interior of this D-line, you just know they were licking their chops on 3rd and short. And yes, they were rewarded with a tasty dish, stuffing that one short of a first down.
Well, we got beef eaters licking their chops and tasty dish in one fell swoop.
I did apologize in advance, didn't I?
Yeah, you did. That line's not eating tofu. I'll tell you that much for free. Here's Tressway now as he's on to punt for Washington. Now this is going to carry well into the end zone for a touchback. Now the Cincinnati offense ready to see what they can do here. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. Line of scrimmage, the 28 now as they come up on 2nd and a couple. Mixon. And this time not as successful as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. They'll run here with Mixon, and he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down. Give them the 3rd down conversion, 5 yards on the play.
Well, partner, none of these runs individually have added up to a whole lot.
Now, 3 plays, all 3 short runs, but together a first down.
Yeah, it's amazing how the narrative changes when you string them together.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Check tight. Check tight. Put up.
On the run, it's Mixon. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down. Right now, I'm just wondering where they turn on offense, Charles. I know we're not in the 4th quarter, but 2nd quarter haven't scored and struggling to move the ball.
I don't think they abandoned the run game totally, but maybe you change up your tempos. Maybe you go a little bit faster, try and catch them back on their heels a little bit to try and accomplish what you want to get done.
Here we go, here we go. 60 Pittsburgh.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action.
Let's go now. 60
A reminder that when halftime rolls around, Jonathan Coachman will have all the highlights and analysis of this first half of play from our studios in Orlando. Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. A gain there of 30 big ones. For an offense that has not found the end zone yet, that's a big play.
There's the spark right there. The big play that they needed. Now they've got to go ahead and finish this drive and put this ball in the end zone.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. A draw play for Mixon. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
Come on, set. 15 line. 15 line. Get it.
This is Mixon on the draw. And they see right through that defensively as he'll be hit and taken down to the backfield. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. Here's play number 7 on the drive. This is 3rd and 7.
Man, I got you.
They'll set up a throw. Open man is Uzama. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. 12 yards that time and a Cincinnati first down.
I like how they work the tight end on a nice little under route there. And if you're going to give him that much space, he's not going to catch the football. He's going to run away from you a little bit, and that's exactly what he just did there, picking up extra yardage.
Set. 15 line. 15 line.
They'll run on first down. Mixon, absolutely nobody fooled there. He's going nowhere fast as he stopped behind the line of scrimmage. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. 2nd and 11. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Well, someone's been up to the task so far in this game. They are already up a couple of scores, Brandon, and guess what? I think they're just going to pin their ears back now and get upfield and get after the quarterback.
Been such an impressive first half to get that lead. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Now back to throw. And the pressure gets to him again. The DN Jonathan Allen making sure his presence is felt. Here's Kevin Huber now, as he's on for the 5th time here today. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. And this is going to be ruled out, I think, just inside the 20. Yes, it will. Side judge calls it at the 19-yard line. So we've reached the intermission in what right now is a 13-point game. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This fielded at the 2. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The Bengal offense now with a football first here to begin quarter number 3. Now, if you're a fan of punting, and I know that not many people are, but this game kind of turning into one for you.
Well, it's okay if it's a skills contest, right? We're really into it then, but not during the course of an actual game. This has turned into a field position game, though. Sometimes the better punter may actually determine the outcome.
A big chunk on the ground there, 27 yards. Nothing too fancy there. A simple toss left, but for whatever reason, the defense, they didn't seem ready for it.
Let me continue on with your thought right there, because after the play was over, I kept my eyes on the defenders. Watch them get off the ground, going back to the huddle, shaking their heads and kind of pointing to each other like, what just happened there? I think you were onto something.
In Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 47. Now Mixon. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Got it. 51 to Mike, boy. 51. You don't know no better. Right. Now.
On play action, they'll throw. He's going to air it out. Got a man. It's caught inside the 10. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. A.J. Green, 44 yards, as his guys are back within a single score. He put quite a bit of air underneath that touchdown pass. Of course, we knew that he had the strong arm.
That part was easy. You could see that throughout his college career. But what you want to know about a rookie is when the pressure's on, can you throw with touch? He just did right there. And, boy, it was pretty.
On for the point after is Randy Bullock. And that'll make it 13-7. So a 75-yard scoring drive on just 3 plays. And it ends with a Bengals score. Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. This fielded at the 2. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
Here we go.
So here's the Redskins offense now as they get set to start this 3rd quarter. Certainly want to avoid what they had to do last possession, and that was punt the football, because this game's starting to tighten up.
In a basketball sense, you think about taking a little bit of the air out of the ball, right? Maybe milk some clock, limit the possessions. In this case, they might want to do the same thing, but control the game offensively. Put together some first downs, put together a drive, and keep it away from them.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
No, that wasn't an explosive run. That wasn't one that took it all the way to the house. But, boy, for a team that's had trouble running it the entire game, that's the kind of run they need, hopefully, to get themselves kick-started.
A 10th carry now for Peterson. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1.
Back-to-back 4-yard runs. Now, look, if they just do that all the way downfield, ball ends up in the end zone, but that's a little difficult to do.
Yeah, I think now 3rd and 2, that defense ready to stiffen up and stop that run.
Stay with your man. Tight end right. Tight end right.
3rd and 2, now Haskins. Trying to lay one up deep. And that's caught inside the 30. So much for the run on 3rd and 1. Instead, it's a big chunk in the pass game. 1st down. I guess that answers the question of whether or not they're going to try to play conservative and protect this lead in the 3rd quarter.
And I think this is something we're seeing more and more of in the NFL. Teams not playing to protect leads, teams playing to extend them.
So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. They'll run with McKissick. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. It's a 1st down for the Redskins on a pickup of 11.
That was good, tough running right up the middle, and if the defense can't penetrate and make him slow his pace or change direction, that's often the end result.
Right, 54, right. 54 is Mike. Check, check. Watch 54, watch 54. It's just me and you. Ready, go.
From the red zone now, Haskins on first down. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Hey, watch the ball, watch the ball.
They run the counter now. It's Peterson. And they get to him quickly here as he's stopped right around the 13. Just a couple there on the second down run. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8 situation.
Ready. Come on, Pittsburgh. Watch the out, watch the out.
On 3rd down, Haskins. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. From 13 yards out. And the Redskins are able to stretch the lead out further. A good, sustained drive there in this 3rd quarter, capping it off with a touchdown to give them a nice 2-score advantage.
It was actually a fun one to watch, wasn't it? I mean, for me, seeing the mix of what they did, how they moved the ball downfield, very sharp, too. Each and every play seemed to be executed with great dispatch.
Now the Redskin offense will stay out there and go for 2.
Watch the screen, watch the screen.
They'll let Peterson try and run it in. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage back to the 4-yard line. So the defense gets the stop. I know it's situation to situation, but who has more pressure there, offense or defense, when they go for 2?
I truly believe it's the defense has more pressure because the offense has an entire playbook wide open from the 2-yard line. You can run it, you can throw it. So defensively, I think most teams are going to be aggressive and force the issue and try and bring pressure.
Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. This is fielded at the goal line. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
Let's go, let's go.
Cincinnati now ready to take the field. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. And boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL. And he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down.
Hey. Check back.
He'll look to throw. He's got his man here. It's Green. And he's got the first down yardage before being taken down at midfield. That one goes for 24 yards.
Nice catch right there. Brings to mind the sentence, when in doubt, find your veterans.
He used to laugh back in the day when they would call guys like him crafty veterans. You get up in your 30s, you're still playing receiver, but you're around that long at that position, you're doing something right.
Just remember this. When he was young, he thought the crafty veteran was simply a guy who couldn't run anymore. Now he understands a little bit better.
Let's go. 30
This
days.
quarterback now 11 of 16 through the air. It's 1st and 10.
Ready?
Mixon. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line.
You got it.
It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Ready? You want the money. And here we go. Watch the pass. Watch the pass. Fire.
Here we go on 2nd and 12. They'll set up the screen here to Mixon. That one good for 15, and the Bengals get a 1st down.
Let's go. Let's go.
They ran that one well, and not only did they pick up a nice chunk of yardage on the screen, they sent a message to the defense. Rush the passer all you want, but you better be careful. We can hit you going back the other direction.
Let's go.
In
60
Washington
out,
territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Get it.
On play action, they'll throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
That's what I'm talking about. Sex all day, baby.
I don't care if you're taking it in round 1, you're undrafted, whatever. As a rookie quarterback in this league, you're going to have games where you face adversity like this.
Lessons. All the time you're going to face these lessons. The key for this guy is, will he be able to bounce back in the next one? Because right now, this has not been his game.
Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Mixon with it. Only 2 yards on the carry. That's going to set up a 3rd and long, 3rd and 15 to be exact. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Watch the slip.
Now back to throw. They'll set up the screen here to Mixon. And they went the wrong way there, losing yardage back at the 43-yard line.
Well, that play really didn't fool them. They completed the screen pass, but for lost yardage, a really nice play by the defense.
Here's Kevin Huber now, as they're forced to kick for the 6th time today. And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds. Here he is, the man taking the snaps under center, heading out for the next possession. How do you break down his game so far? Just the 1 touchdown pass, but sometimes the touchdown pass stat category, that doesn't tell the whole story.
It really doesn't, not until you balance it with the error side, you know? And in this case, he hasn't thrown any interceptions. So a lot of people would call this almost a pedestrian game, kind of a bus driver game. But that's just really wrong. Being a bus driver is a good thing if you're running a football team, because that means you're in control and you're taking your team to the right places.
Yeah, he's been pretty solid. Here's Peterson. He's got it on the draw. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Mike 54. Let's go, defense. Let's go, defense.
And this is Latimer, complete. That one good for the completion percentage, but no gain. It'll be third down. The defense loves to hang their hat on that, don't they? You get a guy that catches the ball, but you stop him for no gain.
Without a doubt, because they're also used to trying to catch people after the catch, and they miss. And that turns into what? A huge play. We've seen it so many times. In this case, though, catch was made, put down right on the spot.
Now a third down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete. Here's Tressway now. He's been terrific so far. And they won't risk defending a return here. That one's out of bounds, and it'll be spotted at the 14-yard line. The Bengal offense now gets set to head back out onto the field. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him, all right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But, hey, listen, there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
On the set. 51 to Mike. Three bud. Ready to go. Shoot.
On second down now, Mixon. And he's able to get up here to the 26. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
Good work, boy. Let's go. Let's go. Here we go. 8 read.
Back to Mixon on first down. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
That's what I'm talking about. Nice hit, boy. Set, ready. 18 Gator. Hey, it's coming up. Hey, let's go. It's coming across. They gonna need some defense.
The play action fake. They'll look to throw. He gets this in the hands of Mixon. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on third down. He'll look to throw. He's got his tight end on the corner route. It's complete.
Let's go, boy.
The 21 yards there as they convert on third. This quarterback now, a perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. 1st and 10. They'll set up to throw. That's caught by his tight end, Uzama. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. A gain of 37. Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Back to throw again. Got a man open. It's Ross. That's good for a gain of 6, 2nd and goal. They come out here in the I.
Check 56. Focus, defense, focus.
They'll set up to throw. Under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10. That's Thomas Davis on the sack. Came in the league way back in 2005. And you hate to say it with a rookie quarterback. He's done some good things, but overall, looked a little bit overwhelmed back there, hasn't he?
He certainly has. But in his defense, he hadn't had a lot of time to throw the football. You like the way I said that? In his defense.
In his defense. I got it.
You see what I did there?
Yeah, he needs better protection, that's for sure. You got to think this is likely 4-down territory anyway, but they'll try to punch it in now on 3rd and goal. Now back to throw. And that is incomplete.
Well, touch and timing are critical for those types of throws. He put a lot of zip on that one. Needed just a little bit more finesse trying to get it to his back.
Here's Randy Bullock now as he'll go for the field goal. From the right hash, and this one just a chippy. And Bullock will put this one through, and the drive will wind up yielding 3. So a good kick there to polish off the drive with 3 points.
Yeah, coaches always talk about finishing a drive with a kick. 2 of them give you points, either an extra point or, in this case, a field goal.
After the field goal now, it's Bullock to kick it away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line just across the 25. And here come the Redskins now. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
On 2nd and 9, Haskins. His throw incomplete. The Redskins on 3rd down. They've converted a third of their opportunities, 3 for 9. This is 3rd and 9. From the gun, it's Haskins. Oh, incomplete. Nearly the pick they needed. They would have loved one there, but at least it does get them to 4th down. Critical play in this football game because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that if they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
Here's Tressway now as he's on to punt for Washington. Averaging over 50 yards a punt so far as this one's away. A big boot that time. 57 yards the official distance. And the Bengals will take over here 1st and 10. The Bengals getting set to go. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point?
The kicker.
Exactly. You put it through the post. That's going to help him at contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about
that.
Super toe.
An ideal beginning of the drive there as they'll get 20 and a first down.
This possession means so much for them. They've got to focus on this drive and find a way to make this a one-possession game.
Yes.
Got to get a score.
Yeah, so good with a field goal. Don't necessarily need a touchdown. One play has him up past the 40 already and another 1st and 10. They're going to look to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Off the edge, the sack by Matt Ioannidis. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. They'll set up to throw. Over the middle, and it's incomplete. Ronald Darby that time, the one who got a hand in and knocked it free. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. He'll look to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete. Here's Kevin Huber now as he's on to punt for Cincinnati. So possession goes over here on the punt, and the offense will take over with a new set of downs. A look at Washington as they come onto the field, and they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
Six yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4.
We own it. We own it.
And the play clock is going to run out here. They're in no hurry to get a play off. That's going to set them back 5 yards. Following the delay, here's 2nd and 9. Second down, Haskins. And he'll be taken down by the Bengal pressure. Getting the sack, the big D tackle, Geno Atkins. The Redskins on third down. They're hitting at just 30%, 3 for 10. This will be third and a mile. Here's Haskins to throw. Got it complete to Rodgers. And he gets it up to the 10-yard line here. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a fourth down.
He wasn't the primary target, but I think it was almost like a check down situation, wasn't it?
Yeah, hoping he can break some tackles, a big tight end, but he couldn't do it.
Yeah, get it to that big frame and hope he can scatter some bodies, unable to get it done.
Here's Tressway now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. A big kick there. We'll call it 56 yards on the punt. And the Bengals will take over here first and 10. And out now, here come the Bengals. And they'll be looking to avoid what happened last time, which is punting the football.
But when you look at how teams play the game, that complementary football comes into play. How do I take care of my defense? How do I take care of my offense? Well, the defense is taking care of them in a lot of ways. Now it's time for the offense to jump things up and help their defense out. Give them a little bit of rest.
Yeah, time for them to give them a rest. Took the words right out of my mouth. The previous run, good for 9. Here's second and a yard. Again, it's Mixon. And this carry not as productive. He's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's no gain on the play, and they'll remain a few inches shy of a first with third down looming.
Here we go. 90 Wolf. Get it.
On third down, Mixon. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. Nothing doing on second and third down after that 9-yard gain on first.
Wow, that play got shut down in a hurry.
As soon as the snap came, you could see defensively they were just closing in. That was going nowhere.
Yeah, you count on your offensive line to give you a little bit of space, a little bit of time so you can make a move. There was none there for him.
So they're going to come to the line here, and it appears trying to go for it on fourth. Needing the tough yards, they run it with their fullback. He will have the first down as he's brought down up near midfield. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on fourth down.
Set, ready? 60 Pittsburgh. Now.
Back to throw. And his throw is incomplete. So now second and 10 after the incompletion on first down. They're going to look to throw. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete. Now they face a third and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. They go back to the ground now with Mixon. And they will get this across midfield, but still well short of the first as he's dropped at the 46. Call it a gain of 5. 4th down now. And no move to get the offense off the field. They're going on 4th and 5. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. He's got his man here. It's Green. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down. Felt compelled to go for it there on 4th down, trailing in the 4th quarter. They got it done.
And there's always a lot of pressure on a 4th down call. Doesn't matter the distance. You still have to get it done, as you noted, and they did.
On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. He's got Green. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. 18 yards on that one, and the Bengals are moving. 1st down. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is, because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Watch the run, watch the run. Clear. They go.
They'll run with Mixon. And he's going to get about 4 down inside the 10 to the 9.
Let's go now. 18 Gator. 3 bucks.
2nd and 6. Floating one, incomplete. So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Now they run with Mixon. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. It's a gain of 5, and now the question, will the offense stay out there on 4th and 1?
And that last carry puts him right at 100 yards for the game. So how has he done it? Because he's been patient, followed his blocks, let everything develop, and then burst through for big gains.
So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. Bullock's kick is good. And high fives for that one as that drive ends in 3. So a good kick there to polish off the drive with 3 points.
Yeah, coaches always talk about finishing a drive with a kick. 2 of them give you points, either an extra point or, in this case, a field goal.
After the field goal now, it's Bullock to kick it away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. A look at Washington as they come onto the field. And right now these guys, they're shuffling a little bit, maybe doubting, because 3 straight drives have ended with them punting the football away.
Yeah, so you start pointing fingers at each other a little bit, asking a lot of questions. What are you seeing? What are you getting? Maybe trying to narrow down your playbook a little bit and maybe get simpler rather than more complex in order to try and fashion together a drive.
A good pickup there, 8 yards on the 1st down completion. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
It's going to be a long day, offense. It's going to be a long day.
Now it's AP, Adrian Peterson. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's Redskin football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off. They run again on 1st down, Peterson. And good penetration here. He'll get this down only to about the 49-yard line. So 2nd and 9, and you'd have to figure just about all 11 probably crashing the line here. From the gun, it's a give to Peterson. And now with 1:52 to go, we get another pause in the action. A timeout here defensively. Another tote for the workhorse here this afternoon, Peterson. Now the Bengals going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Here's Tressway now as he's on to punt for Washington. And this will carry out of bounds. Where are they going to spot it now? At about the 18-yard line, it looks like. So now the Bengals down by 6. And time, a huge factor. Needing to go pretty much the length of the football field as they have it 1st and 10. Back to throw. He gets this in the hands of Mixon.
It drives some people crazy to see those short throws underneath. They've got to find a way to gash the defense downfield.
Now the Bengals urging everybody to get back to the line of scrimmage. Back to throw. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Matthew Ioannidis in there to take him down, and the clock will roll.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also 3rd down. He's back to throw. Got a man, it's Ross, complete. And he'll be taken down, but they've got this one up to the 35-yard line. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. Got a man open, it's Ross. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Add the gain here to the previous play, and it's better than 40 yards total. First down now, but that clock rolling.
51 the mark, boy, 51. Hey, let's get this.
Back to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Landon Collins. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And they've got this one in hand. No timeouts remaining defensively, so this one should just be one kneel and then handshakes. So a victory here for the Washington Redskins. And it wasn't really always pretty. They had their bumps and bruises. Really, both sides did. But they did what they needed to do at home to get the win.
Yeah, they really had to grind this one out, didn't they? Because nothing came easy. Every snap was a major league brawl. They had to win at the line of scrimmage, win downfield. They got all those things accomplished. But to win a close one like this, you know, every team wants to be physical. We've heard that a million times, right? But those who are mentally tough, those are the teams that you have to deal with in the playoffs. This was that type of a game.
So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. It's a win for the Redskins as we say so long from FedEx Field.